doing it. And the devotee who is coordinating the whole thing from Mayapur, Janaki Ramchandra Prabhu, he requested the devotees from Australia, whether I know, because they are doing this program every every day, basically from 6 to 8 in the evening. And he said, at least whatever time suits you, you can do the program. And I just put the message. When I put the message, very enthusiastically, Subhasudha put a hand up and she said, "Oh, I want to do the program on Monday because Monday is holiday." So, okay. So instead of doing the program in the evening, she said, "Okay, we should do the program in the afternoon, 12 o'clock, that we have lunch prasadam." So I told the Prabhu, Janaki Ramchandra Prabhu, he said, "Okay." So whoever is here, you can join in person, and some devotees also from Perth, they're going to join online. Also, this program is broadcasted all over the world. So whatever time actually fits in the different parts of the world, so they'll be joining also. So with the little introduction, so the next part of the program is chanting 4 rounds for the to offer to Guru Maharaj. Actually, these 4 rounds they're not part of your regular 16 rounds or whatever extra rounds. These are special extra rounds for the to offer to Guru Maharaj for his speedy recovery. And today is special Ekadasi also very special. So we can chant 4 rounds. And after the chanting, then we'll have Harilila Prabhu, who is a general manager in Mayapur. He is also in charge of the hospital construction and hospital affairs. So we requested him also. He agreed at a short notice. So he'll be speaking about Guru Maharaj's current health situation and also some of the pastimes. Then after that, then we'll do the Dhanvantari prayer. We'll chant 1 round 108 times. And also we chant the Nashing Kavacha prayers. And then we offer Pushpanjali and then the Prashadam after that. Okay. So now we'll chant 4 rounds. Okay. Should take about half an hour or so. Okay. हाँ ये बोलो हाँ बाकी दिखी सभी की स्क्रीन
So we have a lot of prayers today. So patience, especially people who are not used to do chanting for long time. So we have 4 rounds of Hare Krishna, then we have Sasana Kavach, then we have one time like one round of so it's like nearly 45 minutes.
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Rama Prityananda Chayata Idgrat Hara Siva Sri Gaur Bhaktavinda Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Sri Gaur Bhaktivinoda
Hare Krishna. Thank you for chanting 4 rounds for the speedy recovery of Guru Maharaj. Now we'll speak Harilila Prabhu from Mayapur. He said he was online. Just check it. Okay. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Haralila Prabhu. Haralila Prabhu, thank you very much for joining on a short notice. And Haralila Prabhu, he is a mechanical engineer with qualification, and he met devotees in 1999 in Sharjah, in UAE, Middle East, and joined the Bhakti Vishnu program over there. And he received Harinam Diksha from Guru Maharaj in 2003 and Brahman Diksha in 2011, both in Dubai. And then he shifted to Mayapur in 2012, that's about 12 years ago, to educate his son in Mayapur Gurukul. He completed Bhakti Shastri in Dubai and Bhakti Vaibhava in Mayapur, presently studying Bhakti Vedanta. He joined Mayapur service in 2013 and held various positions. Currently serving the Mayapur Hospital Project, Mayapur Development Services, Construction Department, and Mayapur Master Plan team. Also teaching Shastri courses in Mayapur Institute and other institutions. Engaged in Grihastha training and teaching Krishna consciousness, Grihastha ashram, along with his wife, Divyalila Devidasi. And yeah, that is his introduction. Prabhu, over to you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. I'm very happy to be today with amongst all of you. Sitaram Lakshman Prabhu requested me to actually speak something about Guru Maharaj's health and also discuss some experience of myself with Guru Maharaj. First of all, I'm very grateful to your congregation because this congregation has been supporting the Mayapur Hospital project for a long time. So even during the COVID time, I remember that we were actually looking for some support, and then we got some generous support from the congregation. That time I was in touch with also Sitaram Prabhu. So I'm extremely grateful. So when he said that, can you please come to address the congregation in temple, I thought I immediately agreed because I thought it was my opportunity to express my gratitude to all of you. So this way, I got an opportunity to be with all of you and to express my gratitude. Of course, it's a great privilege to speak about Guru Maharaj. Always, it's a pleasure to speak about him. So start with Mangalacharan. ओम ज्ञानतिमनन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोन् श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सखगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सखगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिमित्कपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्। कथाञ्चन स्मृते यस्मिन् दुष्करं सुकरं भवेत् स्मृते प्रीतं स्यात् श्रीचैतन्यं नमामि तम्। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताक स्वामी नामिने। नमाचार्यपदाय निताय कृपापदायिने गौरकतदामोदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे। So first of all, I would like to brief you a little bit about Guru Maharaj's health, current health. And today, most appropriately, you have assembled for this prayer meeting because today is a very important day. Today, Guru Maharaj is expected to go into surgery for his fixing the AV fistula. And this AV fistula is a very important thing for continuous dialysis. So there were a lot of challenges in finding the right type of vascular surgeon for doing it, because the access for doing this in Guru Maharaj with Guru Maharaj is very precious and very limited. Sometimes we may not know the relevance of it. So now Guru Maharaj has become dialysis dependent. In one sense, his body has become dialysis dependent, because after the transplant, he had one kidney and one liver transplanted. By Krishna's grace, the liver is doing very well. There's no problem with the liver. But the kidney of late has been having many problems. The kidney function has been declining steadily. The different parameters have been showing that dialysis is just a matter of time. But Guru Maharaj was also postponing dialysis as much as possible. But now it's come to a stage where it's just impossible to be without dialysis. And also the dialysis itself also immediately when we start, it causes a lot of problems, especially with Guru Maharaj, because he has multiple comorbidities. So therefore, it's not a. Sometimes Guru Maharaj jokes. He says that my body is a museum of diseases. He says that you can find any type of disease in my body. So, of course, that shows his detachment also, that how detached he is from his body. But he is also not a very easy patient. So, there are different surgeons who came and examined him. And then they had different types of skepticism. Finally, we found a vascular surgeon from Apollo Chennai. And then now he is going to fly today to Apollo Delhi. And in Apollo Delhi, this operation is, this surgical procedure is going to happen. It is not a major procedure for a normal person. But with Guru Maharaj, we are always worried that what could go wrong, especially because he cannot be given total anesthesia. General anesthesia cannot be given to him. We cannot give him general anesthesia, means we cannot give him anesthesia and make him sleep. That's not possible. If we give him general anesthesia, then it is very difficult to revive him back from general anesthesia. So it's a very risky procedure for him. So therefore, the whole procedure has to be done by giving local anesthesia, especially the part where the surgery is going to happen. That place has to be given anesthesia, and then the whole surgery has to be done. Also, Guru Maharaj cannot lie on his back for a long time. So different types of challenges is there with him. He is wheelchair bound. So how to secure his hand and how to do the surgery, it's a challenge by itself. But Guru Maharaj is going through all this. So why he is going through all this? Now, Prabhupada actually says, quotes about a materialistic person who actually was requesting the doctor that you please take all our money you have, but you please try to extend my life because I have some things to do. Definitely Guru Maharaj is not like that. But he is also trying to be here with us. Yesterday, I had the good fortune of having day for yesterday evening, I had the good fortune of having a long meeting with Guru Maharaj online, because I am, as one of my services, I am also his secretary for the boat service from Kolkata to Mayapur. So Prabhupada wanted a boat to run from Kolkata to Mayapur, and he wanted the boat to stop at Panihati and then reach Mayapur. So Guru Maharaj wants this desire of Prabhupada to be fulfilled. he wants to start this boat service. So previously one attempt was made, but that attempt became a big failure because of so many different problems. Then nobody wanted to do anything with that because the previous attempt was so pathetic. So then Guru Maharaj said, but so when this instruction came up, when we are discussing in the secretariat, in fact, how the secretariat came up itself is a very interesting story. That once Guru Maharaj actually called Mahara Prabhu and our Shamrasika Prabhu, and he told him that Prabhupada has given me so many instructions and I have very little time to actually get all these instructions done. How I am going to get all these instructions done? How I am going to do everything? He was very anxious. Guru Maharaj became very, very anxious. Then immediately he called both of them and told that we should do something about this because these things, nothing is moving. We need to do something about this. So then immediately Mahara Prabhu, he actually asked Guru Maharaj to speak all the instructions which Prabhupada gave him. So then Guru Maharaj, in a detailed way, spoke all the instructions which Prabhupada gave him. And those instructions, we listed it down on an Excel sheet. We broke them down into various instructions, the instructions we received from Prabhupada, the instructions which gave from GBC, and his own, Guru Maharaj's own desires. Like that, we broke it down into various things, and then what belongs to Mayapur management, what belongs to everybody. So like that, we actually broke the whole instructions down. And then Guru Maharaj wanted each of his disciples to take responsibility for one instruction and become his secretary for that, so that each instruction could be progressed and each instruction could be implemented. Some of them are eternal instructions, like, distribute 10,000 small books every month and big books every month. So these are eternal instructions. Of course, there's a secretary for that also. So then the whole concept of secretariat came, and different devotees in Mayapur, we all volunteered that, okay, we will become secretaries for various services. So then this boat service came up, and then everyone was saying, Guru Maharaj, this boat is like a non-starter because previously it became like a disaster. Now nobody is going to touch this boat. Then Guru Maharaj saying, no, no, no. Guru Maharaj became very anxious. He said, no, even if nobody does it, I will do it, because it is not you, it's not your people, you people's responsibility. It's my responsibility. My Guru Maharaj told me that there should be a boat running from Kolkata to Mayapur. So I will do it, he said. Then when he made that statement, then I thought that, okay, let me just try. So I told Guru Maharaj, I can try. I can be your secretary. I can try. I don't know anything about the boat, but I can try. I will do whatever you guide. I'll just do. So that's how my service with the board secretariat and the whole secretariat concept started. And then Guru Maharaj made this app, which is JPS app. I hope all of you have downloaded this app. And in that app, Guru Maharaj listed down all those instructions which Prabhupada gave him, GBC gave him, and he wanted to do himself. So if you go to JPS app, you will find this button, that instructions project. So then what Guru Maharaj's idea was that all his disciples should actually contribute towards fulfilling those instructions. That's why he put it on the app. And he gave an opportunity for everyone. You can actually go through these instructions. You can choose any one instruction and you can say, okay, I want to assist in this instruction. Sometimes devotees feel that, oh, I have not received any instruction from Guru Maharaj. No, it is wrong. You should not, none of us should feel like that, because Guru Maharaj has made it public many times that I have received so many instructions and I need all of your help to fulfill these instructions. So very easy, just go to the app, then go to the instructions project and then select one instruction, whatever is appealing to you, whatever is your expertise, whatever you want to contribute, you just select one thing and then say, okay, I want to join this group. And I just join the group and then just interact with that secretary, and then, you can contribute the way you want to contribute. So Guru Maharaj is very keen that all of us should actually help him to fulfill the instructions of Prabhupada. So I had good fortune of having a long meeting with him, almost 1.5 hours meeting I had with him about this boat service. Guru Maharaj was asking many questions. That is another aspect of Guru Maharaj. He is a man of great detail. You can never be prepared for a meeting with him. I lived 20 years of corporate life. And one of the items I pride myself is my preparation for meetings, because I go fully prepared. When I go for a meeting, I anticipate all the questions which come there. I go kind of fully prepared. I know that I have all the information, and then I just go and make the presentation, and then I what questions are fielded to me, I answer all those questions, and then I come back. I never felt uncomfortable, because I was very proud that I can prepare very nicely for meetings. But all that pride was shattered when I met Guru Maharaj. Because every time I meet Guru Maharaj, he will come up with something which I'm completely unprepared for. And then I will not have an answer. I will just tell Guru Maharaj like a stupid guy. I'll tell Guru Maharaj, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. I will think, I will do some work on this and I'll get back to you. It's a standard feature. Because Guru Maharaj is a man of great detail. He can actually drill down to very, very minute details of what you are presenting. Sometimes he will not even think about it. I was actually one time presenting the hospital layout, and I was just showing him, Guru Maharaj, this is reception, this is that, this is this. Then Guru Maharaj said, bring back the reception layout. I brought back the reception layout. Then Guru Maharaj asked me, when you arrange the waiting chairs in the reception, will you arrange them in such a way that the people who are waiting, they will face each other, or they will be one behind the other? I said, Guru Maharaj, I never even thought about this. Then Guru Maharaj said, no, it's a very important detail that how it should be done in a hospital. Then he gave me a 10 minutes lecture on how to arrange waiting chair in a hospital. And then he said, you see, I have got to all the hospitals in the world. I am so expert in making hospitals. You see, everything Guru Maharaj goes through, he goes to hospital, but he is noticing so many things. And he is registering all those details. And then he is always thinking how to use it in Krishna's service. So this is the nature of Uttamadhikari, that he knows how to utilize everything in Krishna's service. That is his very nature, that anything he sees, he can see that connection with Krishna, and he knows how to utilize it in Krishna's service. And at the right time, he can give the right type of instruction of how things can be utilized in Krishna's service. So that is the very nature of Uttamadhikari. Of course, of course, I keep saying many things because there's so much to say about Guru Maharaj. It's very difficult to present them in a one certain format. So I just go free flow the way it goes. I started about this meeting because in the end of the meeting, I told Guru Maharaj, I'm very happy to see you back in the meeting. I'm very happy to see that you are so sharp. You are back to your normal. You're asking questions we cannot answer. You're getting into details. I'm so happy to see this because actually on May 4th, I met Guru Maharaj. I was in Delhi. I went to Faridabad. I was having a teaching assignment in Faridabad. So therefore, the classes are supposed to start from 5th. So I landed in Delhi airport on May 4th, and I was going to Faridabad temple. On the way was Guru Maharaj's house where he was staying. So I thought that before going, I just go to Guru Maharaj, I'll pay my obeisance to him, get his blessings, and then go for teaching. So I went and I met him on 4th. The way I saw him on 4th, I actually panicked. I literally panicked because I have never seen Guru Maharaj like that. I went in front of Guru Maharaj. I paid my obeisance to him. And I told him, Guru Maharaj, this is your servant Harilila Das from Mayapur. I have come here to see you. Then I'll go to Faridabad and I am going to teach. No reaction from Guru Maharaj. He's just staring straight. He doesn't look at me. He doesn't even recognize me. There's absolutely no reaction from Guru Maharaj. So then I asked the doctor, what is this? He is not even responding. Then the doctor said, Prabhuji, he has been like this for, past 1.5 days. His consciousness has been, his sensorium level has been going down. Now he is barely only responding to basic activities like eating, like passing, sleeping. Basic activities only he is responding. He is not responding to any activity. Then I came out. I saw His Holiness Bhakti Vijay Bhagavad Swami Maharaj there, and we met each other. Both of us are Mayapur Walas. So, when we see each other outside Mayapur Walas, we always become very happy because, we are always together. So I paid obeisance to Maharaj. And then I asked Maharaj, Guru Maharaj is not even responding to me. So Maharaj, he said, the same thing happened to me also. I went to Guru Maharaj, I spoke in front of him, Guru Maharaj doesn't recognize me. So then I panicked. Then I went to the doctor. I told him, call all the doctors, let them immediately see Guru Maharaj. And then, there's a big meeting and so many things happened. So I saw Guru Maharaj in that stage. Then I was very happy that Guru Maharaj was back to his normal. He's asking tough questions. He is not just getting convinced with what I'm presenting. Guru Maharaj doesn't get convinced just by verbally saying. You have to show all the information to him. Otherwise, he doesn't get convinced. I was showing him some type of engine. I told Guru Maharaj, this is the engine. And Guru Maharaj said, no, how can you say that this engine is possible? Then I opened the website of that company, and then I showed Guru Maharaj, see, they are the company, they're making this engine. You can see this on the website. He said, okay. Then he told me, where is this company from? I told Guru Maharaj, it's from Italy. Then he said, you asked some Italian devotee to go and check this company. I told Guru Maharaj, I myself am going to Italy next month. I will go and check myself. So he said, okay, go. So in the end of the meeting, I told Guru Maharaj, I'm so happy to see you back. I'm so happy to see that you're back to your normal and things like that. So then Guru Maharaj said, I am in shock that His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami has left me. This is what he said. He said, I am in shock that His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami has left me. Then he said that I went to Delhi temple. I met his disciples. They were very happy to see me, and they all want me to help them. So then I was telling Guru Maharaj, and also the other senior devotees were there in the meeting. They were telling Guru Maharaj. So Guru Maharaj, is all the more important that you should actually stay, because many leaders have left. Initially, Bhakti Tirtha Swami left. Then you took responsibility for his disciples. Because Guru Maharaj has taken responsibility for Bhakti Tirtha Swami's disciples. So even as just before COVID, Srivas Prabhu, who is the leader of Bhakti Tirtha Swami's disciples, he actually came and he met Guru Maharaj, and he was talking about Guru Maharaj about some needs there in his zone. And Guru Maharaj, he said that, yes, I will help you. I have told your Gurudev that I will take care of all of you. So there was some very intimate and very sweet conversation between them that he was remembering that how when Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj had left and all his disciples were completely distraught, and Guru Maharaj actually went there and he stayed with them, he spent some time with them, and he actually arranged everything for them, the administrative setup and all these things they arranged for them. And then Guru Maharaj also used to visit them pre-stroke frequently to make sure that they are well in their Krishna consciousness and to care for them. So the senior devotees are telling that you have responsibility for Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj disciples. You have responsibility for Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj disciples, because he also has left. Now the disciples of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj are looking up to you. So then we were all saying, Guru Maharaj, it's very important for you to stay. So Guru Maharaj also acknowledged, yes. So this is the reason why Guru Maharaj is actually staying. Guru Maharaj is staying for us. He is not staying for himself. So this is something which all of us as disciples have to recognize. That he could have gone many times. especially this crisis. I have been following Guru Maharaj's health because I'm in charge of the Mayapur hospital for the last almost 10 years. Pre-transplant of Guru Maharaj, I got involved in Guru Maharaj's health and from the management side. So from that time, I have been continuously following Guru Maharaj's health. And Guru Maharaj has been going through various crises. So this is one of the worst crises Guru Maharaj has gone through in the last many years. We were almost coming to a point where we were thinking that maybe we could lose him. We are almost coming to that point. But Guru Maharaj is a fighter. And this is one of his qualities, that he is actually a fighter. That he can fight, he can come back. So as usual, he fought and then he came back. But he keeps coming back for us, not for any other reason. Because he feels so much compassion for all of us in his God, that he wants as much as possible to give his mercy, to give his compassion. So once Guru Maharaj was telling in one lecture, he was saying that after the stroke, he was expecting that people will not take initiation from him. He was expecting like that people will not take initiation from him because he is wheelchair bound and his capacities have come down. He can't speak properly. So he was expecting that people may not take initiation from him. But later, actually, it was found that more people were attracted to him post-stroke, because they saw that extraordinary determination from a devotee on serving the Guru. So when I was in Dubai in 2011, Guru Maharaj came in Dubai on my birthday. On the day, that day was my birthday. He came to Dubai. And I was trying to approach Guru Maharaj and tell him that today is my birthday, so that I could get some blessing from him. But from morning, Guru Maharaj was so busy that I couldn't actually approach him or get some time from him. And then I thought that there was some opportunity to make some jam for him, because he was supposed to take bread and jam for dinner, and then he is going to leave from Dubai. So then I offered to the devotee who was given the service of making jam. I told him that, see, you please tell me how to make jam. I will make jam for Guru Maharaj, because today is my birthday and I want to do some service for him, and I am not able to even approach him for taking blessing. And this devotee, he said, okay, you do the jam. So I did strawberry jam for him, and I took the strawberry jam along with the devotee, and we met. We went for the evening program, and everybody left. Only few of us were there. I was also there because I was giving the jam to Guru Maharaj and things like that. So Guru Maharaj's dinner table was set. Guru Maharaj was supposed to walk down to his dinner table and take bread and jam. He went to the washroom, and when he went to the washroom, and then when he came out, I was standing away from the dinner table, long distance. Then I thought this is good opportunity to approach Guru Maharaj, because nobody was there. Only very few devotees. They were all in the dinner table, and I was much away from the dinner table, and Guru Maharaj was coming from the opposite end from the washroom. So I thought, okay, this is good opportunity. He's not there. Let me just go and approach him and tell. Then, to my surprise, I saw Guru Maharaj walking towards me. He was not walking towards the dinner table. Dinner table was on the other side. So before I could walk towards him, he actually came to me. And, I am a short guy. Guru Maharaj is so tall. So he came so close to me. And then he was looking down at me like this. I was like looking up at the Guru Maharaj like this. And then before I could blurt out, Guru Maharaj, today is my birthday, Guru Maharaj asked me, do you know that you are not this body? I was like stunned. I didn't know what to say. I was just looking at him like a crazy guy, stupid guy. I don't know what to say. Then I blurted out saying, Guru Maharaj, yes, Guru Maharaj, I know. Then Guru Maharaj gave me such a tight hug. Those who actually experienced Guru Maharaj pre-stroke, many of the Prabhus would have experienced those tight hug of Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj gave me such a tight hug. And then he left me. Then Like a fool, I said, Guru Maharaj, today is my birthday. And immediately Guru Maharaj, he was, because he was going to washroom, he even removed his garland also. So he was telling me, then he told me, why don't you tell me from the morning? Why are you coming and telling me now? See, I don't even have a garland to give you. Then I told Guru Maharaj, it's okay, Guru Maharaj, I just want your blessing. So I fell on his feet and then I took his blessings. Then Guru Maharaj went, then he ate, I gave him jam. I was very happy that he was eating the jam which I made. I felt very happy. Why I recounted this incident is that when Guru Maharaj asked me at that time, that, do you know you're not this body? I was just stunned. I couldn't answer him. But later, after the stroke, the first time Guru Maharaj came to Dubai after stroke, I saw him trying to get down from the Mercedes car, the black Mercedes car of Srila Prabhu. And I saw how much pain he was going through to just get down from the car. That time I realized what it means when he asked that question, do you know that you are not this body? That time I actually saw, yes, this person knows that he is not this body. I was crying. And I realized that this person knows. When he asked that question to me, he was very healthy. He was so stout. He was so tall. He was gigantic. And I couldn't realize what kind of realization he had. But now I was seeing him completely, the body is destroyed and crumpled. His face has twisted and he can't move his arms, he can't move his legs. Every time somebody tries to lift him, he was shouting in pain, like that. And that time, the devotees are not so trained also. Now, devotees have become very expert in handling him. And that was immediately after stroke. He started moving, of course. Sometime after stroke, when he started moving. So the servants were also not very trained. And I saw this person in this condition of body is coming simply because he wants to spread Mahaprabhu's mercy all over the planet. This person knows that he is not this person. So that day I was remembering his instruction, which he gave me on my birthday, that do you know you're not this body? So what Guru Maharaj is doing and what he is teaching to the whole Vaishnava world is something very, very valuable. Very valuable. We may not realize our good fortune. We are seeing something which is extraordinary in our life. We may think, okay, he's our Guru, he's there, I'm there, things are going on. When he comes, naturally we become very ecstatic. We sing Kirtan, Jai Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva. We offer Guru Puja to him. And we are very happy to take some picture with him. We are very happy if we make some prasad and offer to him. And then he eats, become very excited. But that's all good. But at the same time, we should also meditate on the good fortune of having such a great personality as our spiritual master. That what kind of good fortune is this that he has become? And you see, in this condition, he has done this monumental work of compiling Lord Chaitanya's complete history. This book, this Chaitanya book, which Guru Maharaj has compiled, which eventually BBT will publish, will stand like the greatest work of a Vaishnava saint in Kali Yuga. This will stand like for 10,000 years, this will stand for every Gaudiya Vaishnava, for every Vaishnava. It will stand like a monumental work. Guru Maharaj has taken so much pain, giving lecture every day, going through the various works of various confidants of Lord Chaitanya. compiling them together, bringing them in order, that which pastime happened after which pastime, because they all wrote different diaries. They all wrote different khata. They never mentioned that this pastime happened after this pastime. But Guru Maharaj systematically compiled them, that what pastime happened after what pastime. And now, hopefully, lifetime, we'll see the book, will get the consolidated pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. And Guru Maharaj did this sitting on a wheelchair, with stroke, with 2 transplants, with a museum of diseases on his body. This means to understand that I am not his body, I'm a spirit soul, I'm an eternal servant of Lord Chaitanya. So, this way, Guru Maharaj is every day teaching us something. Every day he is teaching us important lessons. Therefore, as disciples, it is our duty to be connected with him. Sometimes disciples may feel, oh, 50,000, now it's 70,000. 70,000 disciples are there. How will I connect with Guru? But you see Guru Maharaj always thinking how to connect with my disciples. So he made e-care system to connect with disciples. And every day he's giving class. In the end of the class, he started visiting in Zoom. Different people, different yatras. I'm sure he has come to your yatra also on Zoom and seen everybody's house. Because previously in Mayapur, it used to be a big ritual. This is a big festival that Guru Maharaj will go to different Grahastha's house in Mayapur when he was pre-stroke. Guru Maharaj would go to every Grahastha's house. When Guru Maharaj is in Mayapur, this Guru Maharaj would do. He will walk down and suddenly he will go to different Grahastha's house. Okay, today we'll go to this building and then we'll see. It's not about disciple, not disciple. Everybody in Mayapur has that wonderful memory of Guru Maharaj coming to their houses. Then Guru Maharaj, when he got stroke, this whole house program got stopped. Guru Maharaj came to my house in Dubai also. First he was supposed to come. Then I did something stupid. Then Guru Maharaj didn't come because I was standing in the door and Guru Maharaj was not supposed to come. Then my wife was standing in the door. I was standing nearby. He came out of the door from the other house, devotee's house, and then he saw my wife. Then he said, "Is this your house?" My wife said, "Yes, this is my house." Then she asked Guru Maharaj, "Why don't you just put your lotus feet into this house?" Then Guru Maharaj said, "Why not? I will come." When Guru Maharaj said, "Why not? I will come," I, one stupid guy, I shouted, "Haribol!" I shouted. Of course, that was Dubai. Not even Dubai, that was Sharjah. It's a Muslim country. And any kind of disturbance like this could attract some police attention and that and this. Guru Maharaj became so angry. In 1 second, like from flower, he became fire. The transformation was so quick. He said, "If you guys are going to shout like this, I am not going anywhere." And he simply walked off from that place. Because Guru Maharaj is so particular that the preaching program should not be disturbed. So particular that the preaching program should not be disturbed. So he follows the rules and regulations very meticulously. When he comes to Dubai, he used to come with his shirt, his jeans, his polo cap. He used to come completely in karmi dress and make sure that the kirtan is soft, nobody is shouting. He gives class in a very, very soft, tone. Doesn't use his wampers, which he was very famous for at that time. Only when he knows that the atmosphere is quite secure, the sound will not go out, then he will allow for loud kirtan, he will do the wampers and all those things. So Guru was very, very keen about how things should be done, very, very meticulously. That was another lesson which I learned, that our emotions are there, but those emotions should be controlled by Krishna conscious intelligence. It's very important for us to actually do that. Otherwise, simply if we let our emotions loose, then we may not get the mercy of the spiritual master. So anyway, So then later, one more occasion, he came to the house. So when he got stroke, this whole house program got stopped. Then Guru Maharaj always thinking how to go to devotee's house, how to go to devotee's house. Then somehow or other, this Zoom became popular during the COVID time, and Guru Maharaj immediately caught to that idea. He said, "This is the way I will go to everybody's house." You see, this is Itta Vairagya. Anasaktasya Vishayan Yatarham Upayinjatah Nirbandho Krishna Sambandhe Itta Vairagya Muchate. Immediately he got this idea. Yes, this is the way I can go to everybody's house. Then it became a regular feature now. Now Guru Maharaj comes on Zoom, he goes to everybody's house, he visits different people's house, so different people offer, different prasad to him. So one time Guru Maharaj went on Zoom to Bangladesh. And Bangladesh is like very famous. If you have gone to Bangladesh, Bangladesh is very famous for feeding. They can make shark itself like, 20, 30 variety of shark. It's like that, So after going to Zoom on Bangladesh the previous night, next day morning, Guru Maharaj started complaining about indigestion. Guru Maharaj is saying that, I'm having so much indigestion, I cannot eat anything, this. Then devotees are thinking, no, Guru Maharaj had normal diet. He didn't have any diet which is abnormal. We just gave him normal diet. How come indigestion came? Then they asked Guru Maharaj, how come you're having indigestion? You just had normal diet. He said, no, I went to Bangladesh. They offered me so much prasad. I had so much prasad, now I'm having indigestion. So therefore, we may think that this interaction Guru Maharaj is having on Zoom is a virtual interaction or something like that. But for him, that interaction is not virtual. For him, that interaction is real. For us, that interaction is virtual. But for him, the interaction is real. So this way, there are unlimited pastimes of Guru Maharaj, which we can keep on speaking. But Guru Maharaj came out of a big crisis, one of the most serious crises. Now he's all right. He's in Delhi. He is always talking how to come to Mayapur, how to come to Mayapur. Even for Nashi Chaturdashi, he wanted to come to Mayapur. Then somehow we all told him, Guru Maharaj, please take some time to get this AV fistula done. So then when you come to Mayapur, you can actually have your dialysis done. So the dialysis facility is ready in the Mayapur hospital. So when Guru Maharaj comes, he could have dialysis. The dialysis technician who can do dialysis also, we sent him to Delhi so that he can get trained. He can be with the team, he can get trained. Hopefully, we are thinking that Guru Maharaj will come home to Mayapur in another 10 days to 2 weeks. It will be a grand homecoming because Guru Maharaj was not there during Vyas Puja also. Of course, Sitaram Prabhu was there with us. I was with him. We were all there together during the Vyas Puja time. So we all dearly missed Guru Maharaj during the Vyas Puja time. We also went on safari in Vrindavan. So Guru Maharaj was so keen during the safari time also. Guru Maharaj is sitting in hospital. Okay, he is going through treatment. His saturation is so low, and that time he was slowly getting into the crisis in Vrindavan. From Vrindavan, we took him to Delhi, and then he was slowly getting into the crisis, and he was getting into ICU. So the first Padapitam installation, before it was going to happen, Guru Maharaj is sending instruction that when you are doing Abhishek for Padapitam, you should actually take one kalash where the Abhishek water is there, and you should pass the kalash amongst all the devotees, give them opportunity to touch the kalash and then bring it and then do Abhishek. Because he was saying that all the devotees cannot participate and do Abhishek, only few people will do Abhishek, but every devotee should actually get the opportunity to do Abhishek. This is the way you should do it. Now you think a man who is struggling for breathing and getting into ICU is thinking how everybody will do Abhishek. This is Guru Maharaj's mood. He is always caring for devotees. He is always thinking how everybody can be Krishna conscious. He is always thinking how everybody can get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So therefore, we have a great personality. This is our greatest good fortune. that by some great good fortune, he accepted us as disciples. We got him as spiritual master. Therefore, it is our responsibility. We should find ways, means, and opportunities to actually connect with him, to hear his Vani, to participate in what he wants us to participate in different missions which he has taken up, and to distribute books. And he's always now insisting, every lecture you find one theme in his lecture, that you should study Prabhupada books, you should study Bhakti Shastri, you should study Bhakti Vaibhav, you should study Bhakti Vedanta, you should get these degrees. So when I went and met Guru Maharaj in Delhi, I went again in Delhi. I met him because I went to Delhi about 1 week, 10 days back. I was back in Delhi because I had to also other teaching assignments. So I went there. I was in east of Kailash, and Guru Maharaj was in hospital in ILBS. So Guru Maharaj called me, and then he said, okay, you come to hospital. At the time, it was 7:30 in the night. So I told Guru Maharaj, it's already 7:30. For me to come from east of Kailash to ILBS, it will take 1 hour. It will become 8:30. That will be your dinner time. Then you have to take dinner peacefully. Then you have to sleep. So if I come, everything will get spoiled. So I will come tomorrow. Guru Maharaj was not happy. He said, no, you come today. So for 15 minutes, we are arguing back and forth whether I should go today or I should go tomorrow. I kept telling Guru Maharaj, your schedule will get disturbed. I will come tomorrow. He kept telling, no, you should come today. Then finally, I told Guru Maharaj, why? There is time. I can come tomorrow and meet you peacefully. We can fix time nicely, and your schedule will not get disturbed. I'll come and I'll explain whatever you want me to explain. Then Guru Maharaj told me, you have time. I don't have time. Then I told Guru Maharaj, I'm dropping everything, I'm coming. So I dropped everything. I went, I met him. So then we had a long discussion there about Mayapur preparation, hospital, what is happening, what are the facilities there, all these things. Guru Maharaj took a full report of what is happening in the Mayapur hospital, whether he can come, is everything safe, everything is done, is proper facilities available. Then there was also a lot of travel stories. Somehow it went to whole travel system, and then like Guru Maharaj was talking about many travel stories, that what happens during travel and that and this. Of course, the whole conversation went all the way up to 10:30 or something like that. So we are discussing various things. So that time also Guru Maharaj was actually talking about how important it is to actually study Prabhupada books. And he was telling that everybody should become very expert in studying Prabhupada books. Everybody should study Prabhupada books. Consistently, Guru Maharaj is saying these things. So our responsibility is that we should not just think that, okay, I have a great guru, that's it. Okay, having a great guru also comes with great responsibility. That responsibility is to actually to become part of his mission, to take with the same amount of enthusiasm, or to take with the similar enthusiasm what he wants us to do. So then there is meaning for having a great guru. So therefore, he is giving us the opportunity. We have the good fortune. I'm sure that all of us, we can make the best of this good fortune which we have in the form of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami, the victory flag of Srila Prabhupada. Okay, I think my time is up. I could keep speaking, but I should also stick to time. That's another thing I learned from Guru Maharaj, that we should do what we are asked to do, and we should do it properly. So I'll stop here. I'm extremely grateful to Sitaram Lakshman Prabhu for this opportunity, that I actually got an opportunity to glorify my spiritual master because of his mercy. So this is his costless mercy, that he on his own, he invited me, and then he gave me this opportunity to speak to all of you. Thank you very much. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare. Prabhu,
Hare.
can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu, because I wasn't sure whether, because I know you're a very busy person over there in Mayapur with the internet, but I really didn't know what exactly your responsibilities, but I knew you got so many responsibilities, so I wasn't sure whether you'll be able to take this opportunity. But other than anyway, I'll try my luck and see. And when I message you, you kindly accepted that. Thank you so much for that. And also thank you so much for sharing this very instructive and intimate information about Guru Maharaj, which is very enlivening for all of us here. And they're very heart-touching and very enlivening information for the devotees to know these things, because, I mean, as you correctly said, many devotees say, "Oh, Guru Maharaj has got so many disciples, now how can we reach him and all?" But hearing these things, hopefully it'll imbibe, it'll inspire us to develop a fraction of Guru Maharaj's qualities. Thank you so much for that. And maybe I'll ask the devotees if they have any questions. Do you have time to take few questions?
Yeah, I don't have problem. We can, if there are some questions or comments, we can always.
So, Hare Krishna, any of the devotees want to ask Prabhu? Any questions? Okay, we got Hamakrishna Prabhu. He's one of the senior devotee here, originally from Malaysia, but he's been in Australia for a long time. And Guru Maharaj used to invite when he, when he was visiting here, we went to, he used to have a restaurant. Guru Maharaj used to always ask him to cook some Chinese prasadam. And also in Malaysia, also his brother used to have program in PJ, and Guru Maharaj visited that place also. So Prabhu want to ask some questions.
Hare Krishna, Hare Lila, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. My question is, I see that you have already dedicated your whole life, family, for Guru Maharaj. I just want you to share with us that how you have gone to that level where you are doing very well in your corporate, to give up everything and to Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Line drop.
Yeah, are you got drop? Acha. Okay, check Harilila headphone. And okay, reflect. You there? Okay, 1 second. Yeah. You can unmute. Prabhu, can you unmute yourself? Okay. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can you hear me? Oh, it's still on mute. Still on mute.
Prabhu, you try.
You're able to unmute Prabhu?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Can
Yes,
you,
yes, yeah.
yeah, Prabhu, can you share with us that why you have made the decision? I mean, you are doing very well in the corporate, and I see you have a very young son also in Brahmachari Guru studying in Gurukul. You gave that all up to go to Mayapur and to dedicate yourself with Maharaji, to serve Guru Maharaj. Can you share your experiences as to the reason, why you have given up? And
Yeah, I mean, it was, yes, Prabhuji. So our primary intention of moving to Mayapur was that because Dubai is not a permanent place to live. It's not like, in that way, we are very fortunate to go to Middle East. Because if you go to Australia, you just get a citizenship and then you become like the citizen of the country. Like same thing happens in US or same thing happens in any other place that you get a citizenship and then you become the person there. But fortunately, in Middle East, you don't get citizenship. So there's no question of living there permanently. One day or other, you have to leave that place. That is like material world. This is like, like what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, that Abrahma Bhona Loke Punaravartino Arjuna. So you go to Middle East, you have to come back to India. There's no other choice. Or you have to move to Australia or Canada or USA and then find your citizenship there. Of course, I had clear idea that I should move back to India. And then our primary aim was that we wanted to come and serve Guru Maharaj. And at the same time, we wanted to see if our son can get a different education. Like, Gurukul education is completely different from modern education. So we wanted him to have that opportunity of going through an education where money is not the center, sense gratification is not the center, but Vedic system, Krishna, they are the center. So he was also willing, and we were also willing. So we shifted. Of course, now my son already graduated from Gurukul, and he's also married. He got married at the age of 22. My daughter-in-law is she was 19 at the time when they got married. Now my daughter-in-law is going to college after getting married. Previously in India, these things used to be common. Like even Prabhupada also got married when he was in college. Now these things are becoming a little bit of rarity, but we had the luxury of getting these things done, and our children were also favorable. So now he's married. My daughter-in-law is studying in South India in a college. She's studying visual arts. My son, he has some he gained some experience in programming and things like that, even though he does not have a proper academic background. But he did some courses and then he gained some experience and he's doing some software related assignments. And he also has agricultural land in Mayapur. He does agriculture. So our primary purpose was that we wanted to retire early because then we have some strength in our body to do some service, especially when we were blessed with enough Lakshmi by my assignment in Dubai. Then there was no point just trying to make more and more money. Rather, it's better to do some service. So that's how we came to Mayapur. But of course,
thank you very much.
But of course, all these things have to be nicely discussed with the spiritual master, because when we wanted to come to Mayapur, we did approach Guru Maharaj and we discussed with him and we asked him that is it a proper decision? And that is also a very interesting story, actually. When I was planning to leave Mayapur, I was actually thinking that what is the proper system from going from one place to another place? What a devotee should do if he wants to shift from one place to another place. And I was thinking that I should ask Guru Maharaj. I wanted some instruction from Guru Maharaj about this. But I couldn't ask Guru Maharaj. And exactly when I was planning to shift at that time, Guru Maharaj came to Dubai. And then we had a program, evening program. And in that program, Guru Maharaj gave a lecture. And the whole subject matter of lecture was how to shift from one place to another place. So he set 3 criteria for shifting from one place to another place. I didn't ask Guru Maharaj that question. He himself gave that lecture and he gave a tangible criteria for doing that. He said that first of all, whatever service you are doing in the existing place, that service should not suffer. Second, he said that you should actually train someone to do what you are doing in the existing place. And third, he said that whichever new place you are going, you should do more services than what you were doing in your previous place. So he gave 3 clear criteria to shift from one place to another place. So that also, I mean, at that time, it was convinced me that Guru knows everything. We may think that, Guru has 50,000 disciples, 70,000 disciples, and how will he know me because I am one of the 70,000? And at that time, I was not in Mayapur. I was in Dubai, and I was not a very prominent person. Even now, I'm not a very prominent person. I'm not something just like that. By Guru Maharaj's mercy, I got some services in Mayapur, and I get to interact with him. I don't deserve whatever interactions I have with him. Is only due to purely his mercy. I was not a very prominent person. I was one of the congregation members. I was not a big leader or anything like that. But I had a sincere desire to hear some instruction from Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj gave those instructions. So that convinced me that Guru knows everything. Guru knows everything in the heart of the disciple. And through some medium or other, the Guru can always guide the disciple. It could be through Bhagavatam, it could be through some instruction from the senior devotee, it could be some instructions from him itself. So this way, it should be discussed, because I know that some disciples, Guru Maharaj told very specifically that you should not leave this place unless you are thrown out. Because they were doing some very valuable services in Middle East. So Guru Maharaj gave them specific instruction that you should not leave this place unless you are thrown out. So that is also true. Then they are staying there. They are doing those services there because Guru Maharaj has instructed them. So for us, we got blessings from Guru Maharaj to move to Mayapur. We had this desire, and Guru Maharaj also blessed us. Okay, he said, okay, come to Mayapur. And he gave some very, very valuable instructions. And those instructions are also helpful to me even today. So, like Srila Prabhu, who is the Yatra leader there, he was introducing me to Guru Maharaj. He was telling that Guru Maharaj, he is a manager in a big company. He is managing about 2,000 people, very efficient. Devotees normally tend to glorify other devotees, even though they may not be so much, but still devotees always glorify more than what they are. So he was trying to tell that, I am some big manager, I'm doing some this, that, everything. And Guru Maharaj was, at that time, he was having his prasadam. And in those days, Guru Maharaj used to have his prasadam, and always one devotee was given this service of holding a plate under his spoon so that the prasadam doesn't spill. Because Guru Maharaj was still training his hands, which was in stroke, and the hand used to shake a lot. So therefore, the prasadam used to spill. So therefore, a devotee was given this service of holding a plate under this spoon so that the prasadam, whatever falls, it just falls on the plate, and then later everybody can have it as maha. So I was given that service of holding the plate. So one side, Srila Prabhu was telling, this person is like this, like that. And I was very keen holding the plate. And Guru Maharaj was having his prasad. And he very silently listened to all that Srila Prabhu said. And after having prasad, Guru Maharaj looked at me. And then he told me, don't think just because you are very successful in the secular world, you can be a good manager in Mayapur. Straight instruction he gave me. Straight, he cut my false ego. Because like Srila Prabhu was saying so many things about me, and I was also like one fool listening to all that. Oh, I am such a nice person, that this. So straight blow he gave out my false ego. He said, don't think that you are a good manager in the secular world. you can be a good manager in Mayapur. He said it is very, very difficult to manage devotees. Unless you can inspire them, you cannot manage. Very clearly, he gave instruction. Until today, I realized, every day in my life, I realized the value of that instruction. That unless I myself am an inspirational person, it is impossible to actually inspire devotees. It's impossible. So this way, of course, I can speak more also. But anyway, this is how we came to Mayapur.
Thank you very much for sharing, Prabhuji. Thank you. Any more questions?
I got the answer. I got the answer.
Any questions? For those who wants to thinking of moving to Mayapur.
So definitely, you should also ask Guru Maharaj. You should not just take these three criteria. You should also ask Guru Maharaj. That's very important, because Guru Maharaj also knows what services everybody is doing there. I was a useless guy, therefore Guru Maharaj thought, okay, let him come and be in Mayapur, at least something will happen to him. So this thing should be discussed with Guru Maharaj also.
And also, Prabhu, I also heard that Guru Maharaj also gave you the service of helping the devotees with their marriage situation also, right? With the
Yes. So when we came to Mayapur, and then when we started teaching, me and my wife, when we started teaching Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhav, etc. So that time, naturally, many people were coming to us for seeking some sort of guidance. Then Guru Maharaj also asked us to involve with two services. One is the Vaishnava Marriage Bureau service to help devotees to get married and to help them in match fixing, we can say match fixing, legal match fixing, not illegal match fixing. And then also to see if we can serve devotees who have difficulties in their marriage. So because Guru Maharaj is a sannyasi and he doesn't want to get involved in marriage disputes between husband and woman, husband and wife. So Guru Maharaj always used to say, I'm a sannyasi, I don't want to get involved in this. So please, you guys try to sort out, try to help them. Guru Maharaj has a set of senior grahasthas. We are not senior, but somehow Guru Maharaj told us also to take that service. So now and then, their office or the e-care or Guru Maharaj himself refers some people with some sort of trouble, and then me and my wife, we get involved and we try to help them. So that's also another service we do. Not very easy service, but that's another service also we do.
Yeah, Nitai Prem, you can unmute yourself and ask the question. I think one devotee, you might know Halil Prabhu, he's from Mayapur. He's got some question. Yeah. Can you unmute yourself, Nitai? Otherwise, send the question in the chat box. We'll ask. Is it work now? Can you hear me, Nitai Prem? You have to unmute me.
Hare Krishna, Dhanyavad Pranam to Hari Lila Prabhu
Hare-
and all the devotees.
Hare
Can you hear
Krishna
me?
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, I can hear you clearly.
Just want to ask you, I know you're taking care of Mayapur, especially the hospital. As Guru Maharaj was mentioning that he's be coming back, how is it going for the dialysis side, the unit? Is it all ready and is it all like he can come and take the service?
Yes, Prabhuji, the dialysis machine is ready. We already bought the dialysis machine equipment almost a month back. And we also have done trial runs with the dialysis machine. Her Grace Santirupa Mataji, who is also a very senior disciple from Malaysia. She actually went through dialysis in that machine. We are constantly keeping that machine operational and also disinfecting that machine. I don't know if you know, there's one devotee in Australia. His name is Praneshwar Nityananda. He is a dialysis technician. He's a dialysis nurse.
Yeah.
So he was there in Mayapur. He was in Delhi. He was for assisting the dialysis related things. And now then after that he came to Mayapur. He went through the whole machine and he tested everything, and he also the scheme of things what we have in Mayapur. So overall things are set, but there is also some concern about the possible contamination in the source water, which we are trying to resolve now by having a separate water tank and separate water system for dialysis. Overall, we are ready. Things are ready. I see that you're also looks like you're a medical person from your uniform, from also your background. It looks like you're a medical person. So whenever you come to Mayapur, you can always come and visit the hospital, and you can meet us, and probably you can also serve when you are in Mayapur. You can do some service for us in whatever field you are in. We'll be very happy. And if you want to permanently shift to Mayapur and do service, that also will be great. Whatever you can do.
He's from Mayapur anyway. He's got his house in Mayapur. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So whenever you are done with your Australian adventure down under, when you want to come back to Mayapur, you have a hospital where you can do your service.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Actually, I had a chance to do some seva for Guru Maharaj always, especially the time he had the stroke. I was 3 days in Mira Road. I had to show a lot of things, and he was introducing me like the example you given how in a Guru Maharaj was really telling you up, and when he started telling me, I was being saying humble, saying no. I only learned, and I'm just can show them bits and pieces, but I'm not an expert. But definitely, I'll be definitely going back. I'm coming very shortly, I think. So hoping that if you still know me, Harilullah Prabhu, you may give me some seva. I do work in the hospital industry last 24 years. So I'm still in the hospital right now.
Yeah, I mean, Guru Maharaj Hospital is not my hospital. It's Prabhupada's hospital. It's Guru Maharaj Hospital. I am also serving, and everybody has opportunity to serve. So you can also come and serve. It's your own hospital. I never thought it is my hospital. It is the whole setup is being done by the mercy of Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj for the service of devotees. So anybody who can serve is most welcome to come and join.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. I don't know, this devotee Aksharadas, I don't know where he's from. He's got some question. He had his hand raised.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Danvat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisance. Prabhu, I was sheltered to Guru Maharaj around 2 years back in Mumbai, and then also due to some unforeseen circumstances, I am a student in Canada right now, and like you were talking about not meeting Guru Maharaj sometimes. So even I did not get an opportunity to see Guru Maharaj in person, like talk to him when I was in Mayapur, and then uh, now getting initiated on Zoom, and like a lot of devotees were saying that Guru Maharaj might not travel a lot in the near future. I didn't mean to worry a lot about these things, but still, I've been doing Vani Seva, but how about Vapu Seva? And can you please try to help me develop some conviction to take initiation over Zoom and feeling the same as getting initiated in person like that?
So I met one devotee in Toronto. When I was last year in Toronto, I met one devotee. He's a very elderly devotee. He's a businessman. He runs a chartered accountancy firm. I went to meet him. His name was Prabhupada Sevadas. And he was an initiated disciple of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. So when I met him, I told him that your Guru Maharaj has given you such a wonderful name, Prabhupada Sevadas. It's such a beautiful name that you have got. Then he gave me a very sad smile, and then he said that there is a story behind this name. I told him, okay, I am a listener of stories. So if you want to tell me the story, I'm willing to listen. Then he told me that he actually met Prabhupada. When Prabhupada was in Montreal for 3 months, he had opportunity to meet Prabhupada. And when Prabhupada was in Canada, he met Prabhupada as a young man. And at that time, many people told him that this is your opportunity, you surrender to this movement, take initiation from Prabhupada. So he said that at that time, he was not ready and he didn't take initiation from Prabhupada. And later, he became involved and he wanted to take initiation from Prabhupada. But by the time he made up his mind to take initiation from Prabhupada, Prabhupada already left the planet. So he said that I was crying. I was so much crying about my misfortune that I had opportunity to take initiation from Prabhupada, but I couldn't take initiation from Prabhupada. He said that was the greatest regret in my life. Then he said when he actually met Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he had actually related this to him. And Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj told him, anyway, you missed that opportunity, but at least now you utilize it. And I'll give you that name, Prabhupada Sevadas. So you take that name, Prabhupada Sevadas, and for the rest of your life, you serve Prabhupada. So this is what he told me. So I think this is a very, very relevant experience for you. That in Bhagavatam, it is said, in third canto of Bhagavatam, there is a very beautiful verse. It says, Janasya Krishnat Vimukasya Devat Adharma Silasya Sudukkitasya Anugrahaya Charanti Nunam Bhutani Bhavyani Janardanasya. It's very, very beautiful verse in Bhagavatam. This verse is spoken by Maitreya, by Vidura in glorification of Maitreya. So there he is saying that everybody in this world, they move. Movement is the order of this world. Everybody moves. Charanti means movement. Everybody moves. But the entire world moves because they want to fulfill their sense gratification. This is the reason why the entire world moves. I went to Dubai because I wanted to earn money. I didn't go to Dubai to become a saintly person. I went to Dubai to make money. So this entire world moves from one place to another place simply to fulfill their sense gratification. Why? Because they have actually turned their face away from Krishna. Janasya Krishna Vimukasya Deva. They have turned their face away from Krishna. And therefore, that movement is costing them great amount of misery. Adharma Silasya Sudukkitasya. They have become expert in doing things which are inappropriate. And that has become the cause of their greatest misery. But then there are another type of people who are moving. And those type of people, they have identified themselves as belonging to Krishna. Janardanasya. I belong to Krishna. And Krishna belongs to me. That is their identity. And they have identified themselves like that. That this is me. I belong to Krishna and Krishna belongs to me. So those people are moving. Why they are moving? Anugrahaya charanti nunam. Nunam means definitely. The only purpose of their movement is to show mercy to those suffering souls who are simply moving and going up and down in these 14 planetary systems and becoming mad in search of sense gratification. The only purpose of moving is to give misery to those conditioned souls. Anugrahaya charanti nunam bhutani, great souls, bhavyani, they are very, very important. Why they are very important? They have identified themselves as belonging to Janardanasya. So when you actually encounter such a person, and when you get little bit of attraction to him, then your good fortune is already opened. Now it is up to you to utilize that good fortune as quickly as you can, so that that good fortune opens your door to spiritual world. So that decision you have to take, because that is the free will which Krishna gives. Whether the initiation is personally or whether the initiation is by Zoom, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It matters that you get connected to that person who has identified himself that I belong to Lord Chaitanya and Lord Chaitanya belongs to me. And if you can do that, as quickly as possible, of course, you have to go through the formalities, you have to, fulfill all the criteria, not that, okay, now I'll do it as quickly as possible. It's not like, let me go and do it. No, there is a way Guru Maharaj has told that you want to get initiation, you read these books, you go through this process, you get yourself ready, and then you are ready for initiation. So go through that process, read whatever books you have to read, quickly you have to read those books, and you have to go through the process, learn the mantras, learn the shlokas, whatever you have to do, then go through proper authority, apply, and at the first possible opportunity, whether it is Zoom, personal, whatever it is, get your initiation. Because that is the key which will open the door for spiritual world. That's what I mean.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thanks for the answering. Other devotees who have questions, maybe you can write them separately, because we got two other things we want to continue, because it's getting late here. Prabhu, thank you so much. Halil Prabhu.
Of course, you have to
And
continue your program.
we'll keep in touch with you, and maybe we'll invite you for another program again later, depending on your availability. I'll keep in touch with you again. Please
Yes,
update
Prabhu,
us
thank you,
also.
Prabhu.
Please update us about Guru Maharaj situation, and let us
Yes,
know if
Prabhu.
there is
Yeah.
anything which we can do for you. Okay. Thank you very much. We
Hare
would like to
Krishna.
chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Sri Guru Maharaj ki, Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Gautam
Jai.
Hare Krishna. Okay, you can stay. Okay, I know it's getting late, but the main things we want to do is, we want to chant the Dhanvantari mantra. Dhanvantari mantra is a prayer to Lord Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari is the Lord of health. So there's one mantra there, which we chant that mantra 108 times, and then after that we'll do Nashinkavacha, and then we'll finish the program. Okay.
For those who are waiting to be initiated, don't waste your time. Because Guru Maharaj's time is not very long, as you can see from what is said by Prabhu. Once you miss the train, you will regret. You will regret, I can assure you. So if you are not ready, get yourself ready and be initiated, please. There's this, I can see that devotee, after hearing, he was already crying already. Please, we have to get ourselves ready and to be initiated. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
I can share it with you. That's the mantra, but you can find in the Google. You can type Dhanvantari, DHAN. We'll trying to find the mantra on the Google Google.
No, can you clarify what is the procedure? Guru Maharaj is going to do? What's it called?
It's a minor surgery to facilitate the dialysis, because he has to go continue dialysis. I don't exactly know. He said he mentioned some words, Vista something. I don't know. I didn't catch it exactly. Yeah. Yeah, normally that's not good. Yeah.
Permanent.
Yeah, but Vistula, eh?
Fistula?
Yeah, Vistula.
So what
So they have like
connects, so they don't have to.
it may be permanent because we are doing one time process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there one round of?
Yeah. Okay. There's a mantra which you want to chant. You can chant that. Yeah. But that how can we get in the screen for devotees to see?
Yeah, they can see. Can you like flash?
You can open a chat box.
But not with can you put it on the screen? Can you put it on the screen?
Share on screen. Then they can see share the screen. Oh, yes, share the screen. Now we go open the yeah.
Slow.
And then that.
Minimize.
Yeah.
Minimize it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll chant mantra in each beat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amrutakalastastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Lekanadaya Sri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amrutakalastastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Lekanadaya Sri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Dhanvantaraya Amrutakalastastaya Sarvamaya Lekanadaya Sri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amrutakalastastaya Sarvamaya Lekanadaya Sri Mahavishnave Namaha. Bueno, se le va a dar mantra a la resta de la manera le clase más que le moja bueno guardia la mantra ya ya se más que le moja bueno pues se le va a dar mantra a la resta de la manera le clase más que le moja bueno pues se le va a dar mantra ya Lagna se Maha Namago State Staya Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amrikastaya Sarvamaya Vinasnaya Tilaknasi Mahavishnuve Namaha. Sri Dhanvantari Mahamantra ki, Guru Maharaj ki. Now one more last thing, we'll chant the Nashmi Kavacha, yeah, and we can finish the program with that. See if you can get the Nashmi Kavacha. Rajiv. Unless you can also find the new phones also. Nashmi Kavacha. Huh? Yeah, it'll be there. Narasimha Kavacha. Kavacha. Yeah.
Should we play the video?
Yeah, okay. Play the video, sing along. Yeah, it's YouTube.
We can share that.
See. Side and can you side the sheet?
Yeah.
With the lyrics.
I think it was on the. Should we try this one?
Right.
We'll play that, we will sing along, I believe. Chant.
And it's very difficult. Outside,
कवचम भक्ष्ये प्रह्लादेनोदितं पुरः सर्वरक्षाकरं पुण्यं सर्वोपद्रवनाशनं सर्वसम्पत्करं चैव स्वर्गमोक्षप्रदायकं ध्यात्वा नृसिंहं देवेशं सिंहासनस्थितं विवृतास्यं त्रिनयनं शरदिन्दुसमप्रभं लक्ष्यालिङ्गितवामाङ्गं विभूतिभिरुपाश्रितम् चतुर्भुजं कोमलाङ्गं स्वर्णकुण्डलशोभितं श्रियासुशोभितो रस्त्रं रत्नकेयूरमुद्रितं तप्तकाञ्चनसङ्काशं पीतनिर्मलवाससं इन्द्रादिसुरमुलिस्तस्फुरन्माणिक्यदीप्तिः विराजितपरद्वन्द्वं शङ्खचक्रादिहेदिभिः गरुत्मता च विनया श्रूयमानं मुदान्वितम् स्वरकमलसम्भासं कृत्वा दुर्गवनं पठे नृसिंहो मे शिरः पातु लोकरक्षात्मसम्भवः सर्वगोपीस्तम्भवासः पावनं मे रक्षोर्ध्वनिम् नृसिंहो मे दृशौ पातु सोमसूर्याग्निलोचनः स्मृतिं मे पातु हरिः मुनिवर्यास्तु ते प्रियः नासा मे सिंहनासस्तु मुखं लक्ष्मीमुखप्रियः सर्वविद्याधिपः पादो नृसिंहो रसनां मम वक्त्रं पाद्मिन्दुवदनः सदा प्रह्लादवन्दितः नृसिंहः पातु मे कण्ठं स्कन्धौ जोपर्णान्तकृत् दिव्यास्त्रशोभितभुजो नृसिंहः पातु मे भुजौ करौ मे देववरदौ नृसिंहः पातु सर्वतः हृदयं योगिसाध्यश्च निवासं पातु मे हरिः मध्यं पातु हिरण्याच वक्षः नाभिं मे पातु हरिः स्वनाभिः ब्रह्म संस्तुतः ब्रह्माण्डकोटयः प्रज्ञां यस्या सौभाग्ये गुरुमे पातु पुष्यरूपः मूरुमनो भवः पातु जाह्नवी नररूपः यज्ञे पातु धराभागा भक्ता योऽसौ नृतेश्वरी सुरराज्यप्रदः पादौ पादौ मे हरीश्वरः सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः पातु मे सर्वशस्त्रम् महोग्रः पूर्वतः पातु महावीराव्रजोद्भिदः महाविष्णुर्दक्षिणे तु महाज्वालस्तु नैऋतौ पश्चिमे पातु सर्वेषु ऋषिमे सर्वतो मनः नृसिंहः पातु वायव्यां सौम्यां भीषणविग्रहः ईशान्यां पातु भद्रे मे सर्वमङ्गलदायकः संसारं पातु मृत्योर्महेश्वरी इदं नृसिंहकवचं प्रह्लादरूपमण्डितम् भक्तिमान्यः पथेन्यर्थं सर्वपापैर्मुच्यते पुत्रवान् धनवान् लोके दीर्घायुर्वदायते यं यं कामयते रामं तं तं प्राप्नोति न संशयम् सर्वत्र जयमाप्नोति सर्वत्र विजयं भवेत् भूम्यन्तरिक्षविज्ञानं ब्रह्माण्डं विनिपातम् वृष्टिकोरणसंवृता दिशापहरणं परम् ब्रह्मराक्षसैः भूतोत्सारणकारणम् भूरे पातालपत्येव कवचं लिखितं शुभम् करमूले कृतं येन सिद्धे युक्तामसिद्धयः देवासुरमनुष्येषु ध्वंसमेव जयं लभे एकसङ्गत्यपि सङ्कल्पाः पथे नियतो नरः सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं मुक्तिं मुक्तिं च विन्दति द्वात्रिंशतिसहस्राणि पठेत्त्वात्मविद्रविः कवचस्यास्य मन्त्रस्य मन्त्रसिद्धिप्रदायते अनेन मन्त्रराधेन कृत्वा तस्माभिर्मन्त्रणम् तिलकं विद्यायस्तु तस्य कृतमयं भवेत् त्रिवारं जपमानस्तु दत्तं भार्याभिपत्रे च प्रासयेद्रं परं मन्त्रं नृसिंहमाचरेत् तस्य रोषापिणश्यन्ति तस्य कुक्षि सम्भवाः किमत्र बलात्तेन नृसिंहः सदृशो भवेत् मनसा चिन्तितं यत्तु सतच्चाप्नोत्य संशयम् गर्जन्तं गर्जयन्तं निकटजगतं श्रोवयन्तं वदन्तं दीप्यन्तं दापयन्तं दिग्विदितं चैतन्यं शिवन्तं करन्दन्तं रोषयन्तं गिरिजगतं संहरन्तं वदन्तं वीरन्तं पूर्णयन्तं करनिगरसंयोगितशिवान्तमामि इति श्री ब्रह्माण्डपुराणे कथादोक्तं वीरसिंहकवचं सम्पूर्णम्।
Nrsimha Bhagwan ki jai.
Drinking warm water before bed balances blood sugar levels and reverses type 2. Thousands of people are apparently regaining control of their blood sugar every night as they sleep.
So we can finish the program with chanting National prayers. Maybe some of the children can sing National prayers. Can we want to sing? Can we busy? Busy? Aware? Okay. Shall we